Welcome back to Let's Make a Game, a channel about making computer role-playing games using the free program Twine and the SugarCube format for Twine. In this video, I would like to talk about a resource that I found recently that might be of interest to some people on this channel. It is some free art. Now I'm going to put the link in the description, but I'll tell you the address to go to. First of all, it's hexany-ives.itch.io. So I guess that's hexanyives.itch.io. And there's several things on that page, but the three things that I want to talk about are what they call their 1-bit asset packs. So what does 1-bit mean? Well, 1-bit is used to mean artwork that only uses 2 colors. So it's black and white, but it's not black and white in the sense that a black and white photograph is black and white. It doesn't have any shades of grey. Every pixel is literally either sort of completely black or completely white. And of course that gives the feeling of early computers from, say, the 1980s, when they didn't really have very good graphics. And there's three things. There's some UI panels, UI standing for user interface. So you could use those to help make the layout look better. They're presented as squares, but of course, you could extend them into, to make them wider than they're high or higher than they're wide quite easily, because they're made of sort of repeating patterns. And there's 2 sets of monster pictures. There's one that is 16 by 16 and one that is 32 by 32. Actually, the first one, it's not called a set of monsters, it's called Roguelike tiles. So it's for making a... it's named after a particular genre of game called a roguelike, but it's got pictures of things you would find in a sort of dungeon crawling themed game. So it's pictures of monsters, and then also some pictures for particular environments, like representing walls and water and stuff like that. Now, because it's so small, it is very easy to colour. You just, even though it's all black and white, you just download it and put it in your art program of choice. I use GIMP, as I've often said, and you'd find it very easy to colour it in by hand if you wanted to, or you could keep it, plain black and white. And because 32 is twice 16, the big pictures of monsters will fit quite nicely in the 16 by 16 environment. They just take up 2 squares by 2 squares. You'd probably want to, you could represent, you could put them at 32 by 32 pixels, of course, if you wanted to. I would probably sort of blow them up so they're bigger, so it has that sort of chunky old-fashioned sort of feel. Obviously, as with anything else to do with aesthetics, it's very personal. You might hate that style, and if you hate that style, this is not going to be of any use to you. But if you are interested in that sort of style, these are, as you can see, really quite good examples of doing something good with a very limited medium. You've only got black and white squares, and they've managed to make something that to my mind looks quite good, and it's certainly very easy to tell what it is. It's very easy to tell that that's a sort of Egyptian god, jackal-headed sort of creature. This one's a sort of grim reaper, and so on. They're all entirely free. You can make a donation if you want to, but if you don't want to, you can get them all for entirely free. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I might do something with them in future videos, but I mainly just wanted to let people know that they're there. So I'll leave it there for now. I hope that was useful or interesting to at least some of you, and I hope you will tune in next time.